What do you do when you're being bullied at work in the moment when the bullying is happening? Do you feel like a dog with your tail between its legs, sort of cowering and shrinking back? So you're in kind of a wounded stance. Do you freeze like a deer in headlights? Do you have more of a reactive response like aggressiveness, where your first response is to lash out or defend yourself? Any of those would be normal and understandable, not always helpful. I have a word to share with you that is an acronym for 4 things you can do in the moment when you're being bullied in order to protect yourself, but also protect the situation so it doesn't get out of hand or too elevated or charged, and you don't blurt out something that you wish you could take back later. I'm Dr. Erika Garms, CEO of WorkingSmarts, where I help smarties like you work, manage, and lead smarter using brain-friendly methods. If you want to make sure you don't miss any of these videos in the future, hit subscribe and the notification bell, and you'll get notice whenever a new one is posted. So if you're like most people, you have a go-to reaction, the default behavior of yours that you've learned over time and then continue to use in all situations where you feel attacked or bullied. And that's not wrong. You created or adopted that response in efforts most likely to protect yourself in some way. You do have options for what you choose that response to be. It doesn't have to be automatic, in other words. So I have a word to share with you that could be a huge help in any future bullying situation. The word is BOCE, BOCE, and the letters stand for breathe, objectify, compassion, and exit. I'll tell you what each of those means. So breathe. This is the first thing you want to do in the moment where you recognize that you're being bullied. O, it's objectify. We're going to do the same thing we just did to reset our physiology with our thoughts. Where our brain wants the activity to go naturally in a situation where we're being bullied is to the limbic system. And that system, that network of neurons, fires up and gets really active when we're under attack. Many different kinds of attack. We want to pull the activity to this part of our brain, the prefrontal cortex right under your forehead. And that is done by doing something simple, and maybe it seems silly, but it is effective. Look at the person that's bullying you and say these things to yourself in your head. Observations about how they look or about their tone of voice are perfect. You might think something like, I see their face is getting red. Again, this is not out loud. This is in your head. He just raised his hand. She's banging on the table. I see her shoulders are raised. She just furrowed her brow. So you're reciting facts about the appearance and the behavior of the other person so that you hold that activity here and don't let it slip back to your limbic system, because this activity is going to keep you in charge of your behavior. And it also helps you feel better in the moment. The next letter, C, is compassion. I'm not encouraging you to forgive this person or let their behavior go. Feeling compassion on purpose in this moment does more to help you than it does the other person. And it is, again, in order to keep your composure and to keep your dignity in this moment so that you don't let your emotions and your reactivity respond to this person in a way that won't be productive for anybody. So you can conjure up anything in the moment that will help you feel compassion for this person. And it could be as simple as, this person isn't happy right now. This is not this person's best moment. I've had moments that don't feel good. I've had moments that weren't my best moments. So I can understand that right now this person is probably not feeling their best. That's all it has to be, so that, again, you're holding activity here and you're not letting your body and your mind slip into the under attack mode. So don't feel like you're giving in or you're even rewarding the person that's bullying you, because you're actually doing this to help yourself. The last letter is E, and this stands for exit. It doesn't mean you flee instantly. It just means that you find a way to wrap the conversation, wrap the activity or the behavior of the moment so that you can get out of there, shake yourself out, take another really good deep breath or two, and regroup. And you can decide then if you want to go back to that person and have a conversation, or if you don't want to go back to that person, or if you need to go to a different person to have a conversation. It also reminds you that you are not trapped in a situation like that. You always have an exit. You can always take a step sideways. You can always say, I don't have any more time right now. You always have the opportunity to remove yourself from the situation. It could even just be saying, I need a minute, excuse me. Okay. B is for breathe. O is for objectify. C is compassion. And then E is exit. And this is the way you get out. So I hope BOCE helps you. If you like this, please hit like and remember to subscribe so you don't miss any notifications of the future videos. Thanks.